They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle.
There he goes to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time today. Got his man quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Give to the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Nice gate on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lost to throw again. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we're going to go have some fun.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man to the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Tate. At the 20, he's got space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's on.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Dropping back, it's McMillan. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He's got it. First down and more. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They just keep firing. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team.
There he goes. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Huskies Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Back to throw, it's McMillan. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and he's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Find some fresh air.
The return is tackled down at the 29. And the Ohio State offense will take
Okay,
over.
here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
30, Washington, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Boston. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air. It's McMillan. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Washington wants to go quickly. He wants to throw it again. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. Just enough time for one final play of the half. All kinds of time before he fires right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play.
Oh, he's got some space. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's got it again. And he was able to run through a tackle. Finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's McMillan. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Trying to barge in. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with it.
Touchdown, Washington. Fit it in the window for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And he tags on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll go to the toss. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Great play by the cornerback, and this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen, but that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Makes the catch. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't make the connection to pressure there. Caused the missed timing.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is
hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after it.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The running back has it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Caught near the sticks, it's Coleman. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time on target.
just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on third down. I like when you slip them in there to try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
On the double.
Toss sweep to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Cricket.
Gets the back moving. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Of 13. And first down for the offense.
Now on 1st down from the 30.
Moves.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to Hawaii. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back. Good drive together.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Grab behind the line. It's Green. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to... They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They go to the ground. Creates a little room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
Breaks into the open. He breaks a tackle. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Porter. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, that
catch and stride inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coach,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. He's looking to pass. He's got him. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but he caught it out of bounds. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Evans. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.